Measuring the resistance of a graphite line is a lovely activity which was shared with me by Alan Denton and James de Winter. To do this, you need to get a 10B or 8B pencil and draw a line going over it multiple times. Here I've done 10 or 12 times. Next, you're going to use a multimeter set on the 2 megaohm setting, which means it can measure up to 2 million ohms, to measure the resistance of the whole line. Here, about 260 kiloohms. Then I can choose an appropriate scale for the graph so that it will be able to have all of the resistances for the different lengths. You can then start going through, pressing the connecting leads down hard onto the graphite line and measuring the resistance for each length, and then immediately plotting the resistance of that length onto the graph. No need to record your results into a table with this experiment. To make a good electrical contact, it's important to press down hard with the connecting leads. Once you've plotted all the points, you can draw in a line of best fit, and then it's clear that it is a directly proportional relationship where if you double the length, you get twice as much resistance. You could finish the experiment there, or alternatively, you could try it with a thicker line by drawing over the line more times, which you would expect would reduce the resistance. And you can go through the whole process again and make yourself a second line with that thicker graphite line. The results aren't going to be perfect and you'll have some random error, and you might have noticed that I actually made a mistake on the 22 centimetre length and touched the leads on at 24 centimetres, but the pattern is clear that the resistance is lower for the thicker line. Tips for success with this practical are 1. Use a 10B or 8B blunt pencil and draw over the line about 10 times. Secondly, firstly measure the resistance of the whole line so that you can do the scale on the graph, and that you need to press down hard with the connecting leads from the multimeter measuring resistance to get a good electrical connection. Finally, make sure that you use the right connections for your 2 connecting leads on the multimeter. One should go into the one labelled COM for common, and the other one should go into the connection with the ohm symbol for resistance. In the description, you'll find a link to the article by James de Winter where he discusses this experiment in detail.